Hi, this is Atco and the little girl. You know, I like 8-tracks. I like them for different reasons. One particular is, there was three main changes in music in the last 100 years. First one was the original with cylinders and discs, and of course we had discs for 75 years, between 78s and 45s and 33 1/3. The second big change was tape, primarily 8-tracks. And what made those such a change to the media is portability. Yeah, we could have a portable record, but with the tape, you could take them anywhere. You could take them to your car, you could play your music wherever you wanted. They were small, worked off batteries if needed. That was a big change. And of course the third big change was digital music. So 8-tracks is very important to me because it's the age that I grew up. The music, of course, was fantastic. Back from the 1960s, middle 60s, all through the 70s, 8-tracks were very, very popular, and all the great bands like Rolling Stones and the Beatles and James Gang and Led Zeppelin, and good music. So I like them before the music, and then also for my little media. I have roughly, I try to cover almost all the main changes in 100 years of music in this one room, and of course the 8-tracks had to be part of that. I have I've got my little rack of 8-tracks. I've got I think a couple 8-track players right here, and also I just recently bought a Quadraphonic 8-track. Got it off eBay for at a reasonable price, and I'm going to show you that as well. And Quadraphonic was a really great system back then. It only hung around for a few years. It was not a very popular thing from a marketing, but the sound was fantastic. So I want to show you my new Quadraphonic 8-track player. Okay, what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of my new quad 8-track. This was made by Magnavox. It's primarily just a 8-track quad, but it does have a matrix for SD or SQ records, but I really wasn't interested in that. I just wanted the 8-track quad. So I thought I'd show what I have. I had gotten a hold of a demonstration tape for quad. This one was done for a Kai, but of course it's the same thing. They all have the same kind of sound for any quads. So I thought maybe I'd just play this through a little bit and give you a little idea of what it was doing, because you can't really hear the quad off of our YouTube, but I'll show the most I can out of this demonstration. So see what you think.
Thank you for purchasing this Akai 4-channel tape recorder. We welcome this opportunity to present to you the greatest sensation of the music world, Akai 4-channel stereo. We are going to demonstrate the deep dimensional sense of presence sound made possible by Akai. Before enjoying this delightful experience in sound, we ask you to make sure that each speaker is correctly connected to the proper channel. Next, please adjust the amplifier so that sound from each speaker is of equal volume. Listen and check. Left channel front. Right channel front. Left channel rear. Right channel rear. Left channel front. Right channel front. Left channel rear. Right channel rear.
I'm really enjoying that. I like that. I had a full full system Quadraphonic in the 70s, and I got rid of that about 10 years ago, and I guess I'd had my time with that. I just didn't have the space to keep that, but I did kind of miss not having the quad. So the 8-track is second best. At least 8-track is discrete, so you have the 4 separate channels of music for each speaker, and I like that. And you know, prior to that, even though we have a lot of surround sound systems, they're still basically just stereo until right around 2000, when Super Audio CD came out. I think that was by Sony, but that again is kind of not making it through too well with people. You can have up to 6 channels with Super Audio, but marketing wise, it looks like MP3 and portability of iPods and things like that, you don't really need those channels. I hope it hangs around. It seems to be more popular in Europe than it is here in the US. I hope it keeps going, and it must be really great music to listen to. But you know, people buy what they want, and that's what goes. But I'm glad I got the quads, and I'm glad you enjoyed that. Now, upon with this, just what I've got in this game room, I also have my 8-tracks down in the basement, and I like the 8-tracks down there for reasons too. Is because you know, you could play cassettes or a record, and you'll get maybe 15 minutes up before that side is over, and you got to stop and change it. The nice thing about an 8-track, it's only got one reel in there, and it just goes through the whole reel and then starts over again. So I can hit a whole album, both sides, non-stop, and when you get to the end of the tape, it just restarts at the beginning. And when you're working down in the basement or something, that's great, because you know, if I don't want to stop anything, I can play that thing 3 times without losing any music. So I'm going to take a little tour down in my basement and show you what I got down there. Okay, this is coming down into my basement, and this is the room that I use. This is also my room in the back where I have my vintage computers. But on this side, this is my shop. This is the area I use for my electronics that I keep running and play with my sound or PCs, whatever I enjoy working on. And then while I'm working on it, this is side of the room where I have my my music that I listen to. Now, this is the I just bought this cassette off of Goodwill about a month ago, and I really like it. It works really well. And then I got my 8-track, and it's running fine. That's probably what I use more, is on the 8-track in the basement. But I also have cassettes, and I got you know, some cabinets of where I have a bunch of 8-tracks or cassettes that I've had for years. And I also I do have CDs as well, and I still like playing my CDs that are mostly from the the 90s and 2000, so I can play a little bit more current music when you have the feeling of it. I keep my some of my CDs right there on the wall right there. Okay, and then I do have my 8-tracks. There's just some of them there. I move over to the side, and I have some country, and the country that I have is the old country from late 50s through the 70s. I also have some movies, soundtracks from some movies. Got those. And then this is most of my rack of my 8-tracks, the ones that are from the 50s through the 70s. I probably have altogether well over 100 just down in the basement, and this allows me to always have something I can listen to when I'm working down on my shop. And of course, from this point down, I'm looking a lot more into the old music from the late 60s and the 70s. So that's what I use down here in the basement, and I enjoy it. So that's my little tour of the basement and my 8-tracks. It surprises me that when you go into a records, where they have old records, or even people that have a collection of things and they're selling records, yard sales or thrift stores, you don't find that much 8-tracks, and you mention it to people and they laugh. Oh, 8-tracks, and I'm surprised, because in a lot of ways I like 8-tracks better than I do the vinyl. I mean, if you've got a lot of equipment and you've taken good care of your records, yeah, that's fantastic. But the portability of it, and you don't have to have much space, and they sound good, and that music is great, and it amazes me that you can get these 8-tracks so cheap when you do see them. And the only thing I can think of is that most of the time, I mean, you figure these 8-tracks are 30, 40 years old, and the pressure pads are bad, and the splice is usually has gotten the adhesives off, and so the tape breaks. And people throw them in the trash. And I'll tell you what, if you really want to have 8-tracks and you see that they're broken, don't worry about it. Take them. They're very, very easy to fix. On YouTube, there's so many people that have shown how to do these. I've thought about doing it myself, but there's so many people that have done it already that, at least for now, I'm not going to put a video out of again and how to fix 8-track cartridges, but I might later. But right now I'm going to see, and if you go through, grab 4 or 5 of these that are broken, you probably get them a quarter a piece, something like that. Go through some of these videos of how to fix it, do it, you'll find that actually it's pretty easy. You buy the pressure pads off of eBay, you buy the slices, the sensor foils, so you can change from channel to channel. Once you've done that, I mean, it's like a brand new one after that. And the music is great, and I really like the fact that it just keeps playing and playing until you're done. So that's my life of 8-tracks, and And I like music of all time. I've got 3 iPads too, iPods, so you know I'm not just an 8-track person, but there's a lot of pluses to them, and I like them. So, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that and put a little video that I love 8-tracks, and I hope you enjoy them too. So that's it. This is Atco and Little Girl signing off.